Hey, Nate here. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how building lean muscle is actually, unfortunately, really this simple, because most fitness coaches and most influencers online are teaching you that you should focus on the split. You should focus on intensity or reps or whatever that might be. What's the most optimal split? What's the most optimal supplements to take? All these different things, and they're not focusing on the root cause because they're just trying to confuse and complicate everything so that you buy into their program or you buy into whatever content or fitness program they're selling you. And they're really not giving you the whole truth, because it really is extremely simple. So in the past 4 years, I'm going to explain the one most important lesson that I've learned in the past 4 years of going to the gym. You're chasing the wrong variable, whether it be volume and frequency, supplements, finding the perfect workout split, trying to optimize everything about your workout. You're just putting a band-aid on a broken leg because you're not actually progressing. You're not actually building towards something. So progression is the one thing that's quietly driving this all. All of these things, all of these are just band-aids that are covering the broken leg, because you're just stagnant. You're not progressing at all, and you're not actually progressing. Now, at the beginning, beginner gains feels automatic because they are. It's really difficult not to build muscle and lean muscle right when you get into the gym, because you haven't been exposed to that stimulus before. Your body hasn't adapted yet. So your body is trying to adapt, but when you're in the gym for 6 to 12 months, you start to stagnate because your body has already adapted to the progress that you have gotten up to, but you're stagnating with the amount of weight that you're giving it. But when you slow down, you start looking for answers. You start going to podcasts, forums, and endless scrolls on YouTube and Instagram to figure out what you're doing wrong, right? Why have you suddenly stalled and not made any progress? But progression really is the key to growth, whether it be more reps or more weight. All that matters is that you progress every single week with the exercises that you're doing. You need to give your body a reason to adapt, because if you're just giving it the same amount of reps and weight, you're not going to be able to adapt. You're just going to stagnate and stall. But if you actually give it a reason to adapt and give it more fuel and more weight to push, then you're going to push that and you're going to go to failure, and you're going to actually start building the lean muscle that you want. So the goal isn't the biggest jump, it's the smallest one that you can still make. So there are actually two types of lifters. The first lifter, let's call him the gambler. So he puts his growth up to chance. When he makes big jumps, he gets extremely motivated. He drinks 6 energy drinks, he watches motivational TikToks, and he gets extremely excited and motivated to actually, go through this workout. But what happens is that he absolutely destroys his muscles. The technique breaks down faster, recovery gets harder, he's more prone to injury, and he stalls, and then he quits because it's much harder to actually sustain that growth. However, the second version is the investor. This person understands that it takes time to actually build muscle, and they make small consistent wins, small consistent jumps over time. So their technique stays sound on every single rep, the recovery keeps pace, injury stays low, and they progress over years, and the progress becomes enormous. So take 2 sets for every workout, for every exercise, take 2 sets to failure and 1 rep of progress. So this is what every session should look like, or this is at least what works for me. So start with 6 reps per exercise and progress to 7 for the next week, progress to 8 next week, 9, 10, and then when you're at 10, go to add 2.5 to 5 pounds depending on the exercise, and then go back down to 6 reps, 7 reps, 8 reps, 9 reps, 10 reps, and then repeat the process. This is ultimately how you progress over time, by increasing the reps and then adding more weight and then going back down to the same amount of reps and then increasing the reps and then repeating the process. So prioritize progression and start now. Actually start implementing this and start tracking your workouts so you know exactly how much weight and reps that you did last time, so you can see exactly how much you should be doing this time. And do this on a Google Sheet, that's what I do at least, and track that and make it a game so you can actually improve, see if you can actually improve by 2 reps even. Overall, focus on progression more than anything else. It doesn't really matter what you're doing, whether supplements, split, volume, all those things, they're just band-aids on a broken leg. So focus on progression more than anything else, And if you want one-on-one guidance to implement this and so much more, you can apply with the top link in the description. We'll hop on a call and see if we're a good fit. And if you have any questions, you can DM me on Instagram. The link is in the description. And I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next one.